So hopefully I connect now. It's three attempts, right? Three attempt, I mean. So hopefully I connect now. It's three attempts. Okay. So I think this is working. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I said, let's give Jesus thanks for everything. That's what I want to open the live and say. Let's give Jesus thanks for everything. And when I mean everything, for the bad, the good, somewhat where you can manage. Yes, and for everybody that you think you like and you think you dislike, or for who you love and who you don't love. Okay? You're giving God thanks for everything and this live stream as you enter. All right? I have to give him thanks because all the bad that I've encountered made me the woman I am today because it helped me to give me strength and to deal with society overall and to know that everything happened and everything connected for good. Okay. Welcome to the live stream and for who will come on and see back the live stream. Yes, you will see the live stream when I'm off and you come back to watch. I just want to tell you that I appreciate you and because I do appreciate you and yes, I do. I really do appreciate you guys. So and and I do hope that every time somebody watch my channel, it puts a smile on your face, whether it just be one of my skits, which is they're no way professional. I call them impromptu because I'm not a professional. I didn't go to art school or anything like that. So basically, we want to no, no, just put a smile on your face. Whether it be a smile of saying, "Oh my God, what she's doing," but yet you're laughing, it's good. It's good for the muscles in the jawbone. It's just really good for you. So I want to send my appreciation, yes, for that. And for my returning subscriber, thank you. And if you're going to join me or watch back the video and listening to this, I'm asking you to basically share it, and ask your friend to subscribe. September 10th is my birthday, and I told my son that I've reached to 1,000 subscriber, and I still not losing faith. So let's see if we can get your friends and your family to subscribe to my channel. And hope even then when they subscribe, they learn something from my videos. I do have my motivational channel differently, and I have a beauty channel differently. I want something fun and something I can do anything I want to do on it. You know, I don't have to be in character all the time. I can play, and I think that would give me. That's my topic. Yeah, no, but if that is calling, they're gonna buy. Okay, so yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. So our topic tonight, what is it? What is it that fear is gonna come with? Because you know that one time on a live stream, even if we don't have an audience, no, we don't know who will watch back. It's not like I put them in private. So one day somebody's gonna come up on this live stream and I want them to feel comfortable to listen. So normally without an audience or want somebody watching, I will always continue to talk All right, so somebody can get some substance instead of see a blank screen. So he said, I did change the topic. I don't know why it still have this one. Right, because I made 3 attempts. So the name of the live stream, I did name it different. I made 3 attempts. So what had happened is that it seems like it didn't save. So I had was to do it over. You refer to one. Right. So let me see if the name is circulating now. Right. Because I think I have it as something else. Right. The meaning of poor. And then I have to edit this so much time. And then I have change. Then let me think here for the double trust. Perfect. Water. Right, guys. So making myself comfortable. So we're talking about change here. Change and the meaning of poor. And most person don't know what poor means. Most person don't know what poor means. And poor mean pass over opportunity repeatedly. I'll say that more than one time in the comment. And while talking, so if somebody else come on, they'll get it. I hope you don't get annoyed by me saying it. So they'll catch up on what I'm saying. Right. You can go. Yeah. Mhm. Just put one of these right here for me. Mhm. Yes, that's yeah. Okay. Thank you. This guy just putting up my foot and trying to get comfy. Right. So poor mean pass over opportunity repeatedly. That's what poor means. And you will continue to be poor if you don't decide that you want to make a change. And some persons cannot adapt to change. Good morning, Bojan. How are you? How are you? Sending you kisses from Serbia. Thank you so much for coming on, Bojan. Right, Bojan is rocking, my number one fan. Right. So poor means pass over opportunity repeatedly. Poor is not a generational curse. Poor is not something that your parents bestow upon you. Even if you born and you don't come to luxury, doesn't mean that you can stay that way. And person will still have money and still be poor. So we have to understand that it's a fulfillment thing. And person, what do you mean by poor? Is it poor that meaning you don't have cash, you don't have wealth? So we have that kind of poor, and then we have poor where basically we tell ourselves that we don't want anything in life, you know. We can't attain it because my father and mother never have it, so we won't have it, right? And you don't want that. Thank you for the flowers, Bojan. Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. Mhm. Thank you for the tea. Right. So we decide that we don't want success, because the reason why we don't want success is because we can't manage it. But that doesn't mean that there is something out there that you can't manage, because some persons again will be satisfied with where they're at, and doesn't mean that they're poor. That's what they can manage. They want that. That's what they want. Because you will give a man things and you realize that he get messed up and go back to square one. Like that's where he wants to be. See, so for a person to move from poor to anything else, they have to understand that it comes with change. And when changing, things will can seem a little bit uncomfortable and out of place. With that said, when feeling out of place with most things, you have to understand that it also comes with support. And if you're weak with getting support from other people, you're gonna be, and when I mean weak, like persons will be advising you, and instead of you take the advice, you look at it as bad, or you cannot make a decision without somebody else making the decision for you. So basically, it send a bad signal to your ability to change. Because if you're negative, you can't change, and you can't take good advice, you won't change, so you will stay right where you are. The next thing I want to talk about with poor, as I said, is Passover opportunity repeatedly. Bojan, can you hear me? Can you hear me? My viewers, there is a like button there. Please press the like button. I'll appreciate it so much. Right. So poor is Passover opportunity repeatedly. So the P is for pass, the first O is over, and the next O is opportunity, and the last word is R, which is repeatedly. So when I said Passover opportunity repeatedly, what do I mean by that? So somebody come, you don't have any money, you don't have any asset, you don't have anything. Somebody offer you a job, but because you tell yourself so you're not capable of maintaining such a job, you find all the excuse in the world not to do that work. You decide to start a business and you sit down and you perfect every little thing and all know you can't start. You decide that okay, you're gonna make a change, you're gonna quit the job that you're in because you're miserable, the pay is not enough, but you just can't find yourself get up and do it. And somebody will come in there and offer you something, and because that's something you're familiar with or something that you normally do, you get complacent and you don't make that move because some of us like to be comfortable in our own space and mind too. So basically, you just don't make that move, and people will be advising you and giving you good advice. And what you do, you swallow it because you say it to somebody else. That person is also poor. So that person tell you, no man, a bad thing I do. Why am I tell you if you go leave your work? Why am I tell you if you go do that? Because guess what? They also cannot do what you can what people expect you to do, and you can't do it. So the person who I see the greatness inside of you where you now see, you resent that person and don't give that person um a listening ear. So change also come with the ability for you to know that change is important for you, and you have to look into it and say, what is it going to do for your life? Like, I'm going to change. What is this change going to do for my life? Not somebody else just giving you the advice. A person can give you advice like what I'm doing now, but that advice though must be benefiting you. But how would you know that? It's not you just saying, okay, now gonna benefit me. So if let's say you're selling water and I come and tell you to sell juice with the water, but you're already making a money from the water that you can eat, that you feel comfortable, but there is nothing to save. And the person say, mix it with water, man. And somebody gonna say, better you just concentrate and build your water business, because if you sell juice, that's gonna be too much on you if you go hire somebody. The first thing in your mind, you're gonna say, okay, I don't have any money to pay anybody else to help me out. So you don't move from water, you stay at juice. When if you did sell the juice, you would have make enough money to save and to get somebody to basically help you. So you're saving and you're actually giving somebody else a job. I'm just using example here, metaphor here. You're working and you're in a comfortable job, but you say, okay, my friend is doing that business, so I'm not gonna do that business. So you know what you do? You disencourage your friend from doing that business because you don't feel like you can work and do a business, but you can't stand to see somebody else do it, and you're afraid to make that move because you don't know if the person around you or who is around you is going to say a bad man, a bad man. There's a lot of persons that I know that basically want to go in the same business as their friend, their cousin, their auntie, and they don't do it because guess what? They said their friend doing it, so you don't want them to think anyway of you. If you're gonna live your life like that, you will never move from where you are. So you're basically limiting yourself. You're in a district or community and you're just stagnant and at one place. You're not moving, you're not excelling, and you're afraid to move out of that area, whether that area be a home, a district, a country. You don't want to move, and maybe if you move, better light will shine on you, and white will shine on you is better access to things. Go out and grow. Once you're not endangering yourself or endangering your loved ones, your friends, and so forth, it's good to go out there and make a change if you want to. I'm not saying you must just get up and drop everything and make that change, but poor mean pass over opportunity repeatedly. Things is right at your hand and you keep on procrastinate how you gonna do it, and you have to ask all 7 8 friends what you should do before you make a decision. And because none of them don't agree with what you're doing, guess what? You don't decide to do it. That's not right. Okay? So guys, I'm sipping on crystal punch. and I don't know what kind of juice is this, but it's sweet, so I hardly drink it. So if you wonder what I'm drinking, it's water. Crystal Punch mean water. And normally, if you know me and watch back my videos, you know that I don't drink out a small glass. So you know if somebody bring this to me. Okay? Yes. So, and this is very sweet. But the ice was in it, and I tried to get it just for your laugh. hmm That piece of ice, so refreshing. Right. And the next thing again, too, you want to have an extra skill. Like you really want a skill for yourself. And guess what? You're not going for it because nobody else approve of it. That's you can't do that. Yeah. And there are a lot of persons that I know again, what they will do, they're in a job and the circle that is around them in their job do not give them the motivation to go out there and get a skill. I believe no matter how much education you have, you should have a skill because you don't know. And let me put down the profession that Jamaican. I don't know about the rest of the world. Thank you, Bojan. Um, you that the rest of the world think of hi, I don't know the rest of the world. I'm talking Jamaica, that my culture that I'm dealing with. So if you're in any other country and it's the same thing for you, can comment and let me know. So one of the things that I noticed in Jamaica, they admire lawyers, doctor, dentists, especially dentists and doctor, they get the high rating. Now, am I saying that they shouldn't get it? Of course, they should get it. So that you get doctor, the lawyer, the teachers, and the police. It's not so bad because I'm also look down on police, but I'm just saying. So let's look on a lawyer. Lawyer can lose his license to the bar, right? What is he going to fall back on? Because he can't go court, he can work against a next lawyer, but him have a skill, him can bank on it. And I think that after a certain year, you can apply back to go back to the bar. A doctor can just do give a wrong medication and people make mistake and them have to go prove themselves or them have to stop practice medicine until them go through that approval. So you're stagnant there again. Um Dentist the same thing because it's medical, right? The most persons them can get away, and even accountant, a chartered accountant can be banned, okay, for cooking the books. So when you have a skill, it's not easy, because when you have education alone, and you get a profession, you can lose it for a period of time. But when you have your skill, even when you lose your license, there are persons out there will know that you're well skilled and will take a chance on you to do the work. So a skill with education create a balance, and you have to have a balance. You have to have a balance, okay? So that skill, and not every skill you have to monetize, and not every skill you have to turn it into a business. Cause business hard to run, business not easy to operate. So not everything you have to monetize, but you could use it for charity. You could help young youths out there. Like one of the things that I know I want to do by now and next year is that I kind of have about five different skills, and I want to use that to do a lot of charitable work next year. Is it because I'm rich? No, far from it. I'm poor in the backside, right? With cash, not pouring hard. But one thing that I'm not afraid to do is make changes. I'm not afraid to make changes. I'm not afraid of change. right? And I'm not gonna see opportunity right in front of my face and don't go at it. Now, I'm not saying you must be like me, because if an opportunity presents itself, the only way I move towards it, I have to see where I am benefiting and I'm not hurting anyone in the process. So basically, if it is that you want to make a change, nobody can tell you what's right for you. You know what's right for you. And deep down inside, we know what is right for us, but you don't have that push and that drive to go and get it. Yeah, you can move on and go and get it, but you just don't have that push. You don't have that support, But there are a lot of person now who, and I'm gonna say it from COVID. I see you have podcasts, you have so much ebooks. One thing I don't like with the ebooks, too, ebooks, they are very limited because they want you buy one volume and go to next volume and so forth. I hate some of these ebooks. They're holding back, or maybe they don't have, because everybody's writing ebook now because they know that they sell. Maybe they don't have the amount of knowledge to pack them with. But I believe that when you're helping somebody, you don't help them to fail. So you don't give them the spice. Yeah? And you don't wait till the food simmer to see if it tastes good. If you get what I mean. I like to talk in a lot of parables and give a lot of metaphor in my speech, but I hope you understand. So basically, I'm gonna tell you how to open my restaurant, but yet I'm not gonna give you any recipe with it to start off with. That not good, because after you open the restaurant, you want taste good food to basically cook. And how to do employment and so forth, and find a good chef and so forth. I don't tell you how to market it, but I just give you the steps how to open it and how to have a business plan. But how to start do some of the actual work, the manual labor inside the restaurant, I don't give you any substance. And that is what some of these ebooks are. They don't give you the full. Just like if you ask somebody to lend you some money because you're going to start some business, and you said to them, okay, the business costs $200,000 to start. They give you the money to start the business, but they don't give you any money to stay afloat. Say, soon as you reach in difficulties, the business drop on the ground and say, oh, it now work, lock it down. That person never give you money to help you. That person just, you need money to stay afloat, because not all the time business is gonna stay and make the money that you want at the first go. So you have to have a backup if you're going to start, and that person know that you're going to start. Yes. So it's the same thing I'm saying, that you have to know. So when you buy an ebook and you read it through, you have to know, when you somebody come to you with a motivational speech like what I'm doing now, you have to see where this fit in your life. What do you want motivation about? You know, talk to the person. I know for me, you can reach out to me. I don't know about most people if they have easy access where you can reach out to them, but you're supposed to have, when somebody giving motivation, they should have some accessible, you know, way of connecting with people who they are motivating. And for me, I have my Patreon, and even though my platform is young, I have my Patreon, so you can reach out to me there and so forth. And not only that, as I said, my opinion, I give a lot of relationship advice, but I'm gonna do like finance advice over there, and spiritual. I'm very spiritual, by the way, so I'll do like Bible class over there. I'll do like and it's at 1,000 subscriber, and almost soon reach its watch hour for monetization. So that is the most thing. So I'm not gonna do my motivation here, and on that channel I'm gonna do a motivation session every morning before I leave to go to work. So every early morning. So if you're in the car, you can drive it, because I can't do it at night, so I have to do it early in the morning. I'm an early morning wake, because I'm gonna do like 45 minutes of motivation on that channel every single morning, except on a Sunday morning, right? On that channel. So you guys watching back this can go back and look. It's my opinion. It's a lot of relationship advice, how to make passive income and all of that will be on that channel. This channel is just for fun and laughter and me showcasing my life, my family, and I am a country girl, so I do things differently. I tell you, I want to be a country girl because I'm in Kingston from I'm a child. Yeah. So I don't know all the things in country, but when we say country, it's like you live in a city, you have the city and you have the outsourcing part, district or whatever. If you're from a next country. So I don't mean like, okay, she's Jamaica, and like some persons will mimic and say, okay, me have to have passport for that Honduras. I don't mean like that. So we have so that's the Jamaican thing. In some place they call them village, right? And I still think they stopped using the word village a long time ago and start to say parishes. So Jamaica is the country and we have different parishes, but the old time teachings, most people say, oh, you live a country, you live a Kingston, while the word country is basically, you have Bahamas and well, basically. So I hope you guys do get me. If you're not from the state and you're watching back the video. Now let me tell you something. My ambition goal is very, very high. So you see, when I'm on a live stream, right? And I'm talking. I feel like I have a million viewers watching me. So you have to see with me. Yes, I'm smiling and I'm joyful and everything. I feel like I have a million viewers. And everything that I do, I have positive approach to it. It's like now in my business place, where I work, it's very slow, but at the end of the day, I'm positive towards it because I know it's back to school. And if you go to some business place, they're very slow unless they're selling back to school things. So you have to know that some things are seasonal. But what is not seasonal, you, the person, is not seasonal. So you have to, and if you had a business or if you have a business now, you can't look at it and say you're failing. You have to look at the economy because you have to look at what is selling now, what is in demand now. And if you're offering a service, maybe you can tweak and sell some things just for back to school for that period and then after that. So people know you for back to school to source book for them. And these are things that you could do on the side. I used to do that. I used to sell books, like I source books for a person that I know. I used to fill a book list and I have my business. But guess what? There was a time and period and a season when sometimes it's slow. I'm not gonna lock down my business. I'm gonna do other things and I do it seasonal. So basically what you would have done, you would have increased yourself some capital during that time. Um there's the next thing that I normally do when business slow for me back in the days. There is a site. I don't know if it still exists or my account is still there because I haven't wrote on it a long time. It's iWriter.com. So Bojan, thank you for still being here. Yeah, so it's like iWriter.com. So what iWriter.com do, you write articles for them and you get paid. So it starts you off at like cents and dollars and so forth until you can write 500 words for like $50, $30 and so forth. No, you have to take a test to write on there. But first time you didn't have to, because I see that the platform is loading. So what they do now, they give you an English test to write with them. But as I said, I haven't been on it for about 7 years, but I hear that it still exists. You can check it out. I used to do that. So sometimes when I notice that, okay, this month is slow, I just go and write a lot of articles because I love writing. And sometime at the end of the month, I'm getting like $1,000 from them, $500 US. I'm talking about, yes, because you don't need to write more than 200 word or 500 word. And writing 500 word or 200 word, trust me, is little bit of words to write in a day. Because yes, you have to do your research and so forth. But once you find things that you like and so forth, trust me, it's really beneficial. I'm not saying you can't, you must go there and make money. No, you have um Fiverr. They those things work, yeah. and you have Upwork. They work, you do can get paid. There's one time I ever work on Upwork. I do a joint account with a friend and I get paid. He paid me in Jamaica because I was working with him on the account, and I make $24,000. And when I find out how much money he make on the account, I tell myself that I'm not doing any more joint work. But then that's the next thing I want to talk about. Yeah, I didn't want to approach anybody by myself, so that's why I joined with him. But when I realized how much money he made, I cut that off, and that 24,000 did come in handy. So I was jealous of the fact that knowing that I put in so much work to do these things, but he benefit more. But I wasn't looking at the fact that he was the one who got the account, and without him I could not make that money. I wanted to do all the accounts because I realized that he gets a lot of money. I don't remember the fee that he get. I remember that I get 24, but I know that he get triple time size that. But I was the one who most of the work. So sometimes in life, what you can do, even though the person is making more money than you can stay with that person and build up the courage to move on your own instead of just getting vexed or jealous and leave it. Because I don't know if it's jealous I get or I feel like I get cheated on. So I just decided that I wasn't going to have it, and I can't do so much work and don't get any pay. But yet I couldn't learn an account on my own without him because he had more followers, he had more retention. But I should have just stayed with him and build me up, because when he's working on the work, he did tag me, and that's how I know how much he got, because the email come to both of us, right? The confirmation of payment come to both of us. So basically, I should have continued to work with him until I can learn accounts on my own. But I did not do that. And as I said, I say this to say that's an opportunity that I passed up, because I could have been, this time that I'm talking to you guys, maybe I could have there making some money because I would be so good at it, right? So you have to understand that when you're in a position to do something, and and you're not making enough as how you're supposed to, stay and grow and wait until you build up the courage, especially if you love what you're doing. Sometimes it's not about what you're gaining now, but what you will reap later, because it's so good seed. But then you have to also look at your heart. If you're around somebody or a company or workplace, and you know your heart is not with it, and you're so disgruntled, because the Bible also said, obey your master, and your master is who you work with, whether we like it or not. You know that you're disgruntled, you're unhappy, you're just running up your BP, you're looking stressed, and you're only gonna get sick with the little money that you're already displeased at, and you're gonna spend back at the doctor office. So if you're so unhappy in what you do, make that change and start to fix things now. Um, Start to plan and see what work for you. Don't just stay there and stress and get sick, because all the work you work in, that money not going to help you later on. So make sure that anything that you're doing, you're okay with it. You're not gonna feel joyous and happy like the world is at your beck and call, but at the same time, it mustn't be giving you pressure, migraine, headache, stressing you out where you can't sleep, giving you teary eyes or anything like that. You must be able to appreciate the things that you do, and can give thanks even when the day come and you don't have any money. So make sure you don't pass up those opportunity when they come along, because you'll be so stressed, you're so distracted, that opportunity is right in front of your face and you're not grabbing it. I wonder if you understand. And as I said, sow good seed, because whatever you sow, you shall definitely reap. I've lived to see that. This is why when people do me bad, I don't go after them. Yeah? I don't go after them like that. If it's bad where it's really in front of my face and I need to defend myself, yes, I'm going to defend myself. But when it's not something that is bruising me or ripping off my skin or anything like that, I allow persons to, dig their own net. So you have to understand that not everybody coming to bite you, not everybody coming to hurt you. Poor Passover opportunity repeatedly. Not everybody coming to danger your life. You must be able to can look at the advice that somebody giving you. I think in one of my live stream I discussed disadvantage and advantages. You have to look on the fact that okay, this person is giving me advice for this and this person is giving advice for that. You will know definitely which one of these advice is going to be more beneficial to your lifestyle, because no matter the persons them who are advising you, at the end of the night when you lie in bed and you can't sleep, nobody is there with you. You're alone looking in that ceiling. You're alone in your shower. You're alone wetting the pillow at night. You're alone, depressed and stressed. So you still have to look on the fact that okay, I need to make this change, and the change is you alone I'm going to deal with that burden. All right. If you're here for the first time and you want to press the like button, go ahead. I would appreciate it. And also, definitely share out the stream, even if you can't watch now and you want to watch back later. No, guys, as I said, core, what does it mean? Passover opportunity repeatedly. I don't believe that everybody on this earth is going to be wealthy and rich, because there has to be a balance where somebody is craving for your craft and you are also craving for their craft. So I don't believe that everybody is going to be on the same level of wealth. But should it affect any one of you? No, I don't feel like it should affect you, because everybody have a limit that they can manage. And the person who go over their limit, that's the one that go cuckoo, right? So everybody have a limit, because you have, I know of people in the country, well, in the in parishes in Jamaica here, that are okay with a two-bedroom house, nice little garden, and having all the amenities in it. While you have some person want a 10 bedroom, and if them even get three, them now stop work until them get a 10 bedroom, 10 room. Well, 10 room with meaning living room and whatever. I know people that have a nice car that I would love to drive, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I don't upgrade my car. I need to upgrade my vehicle. And yeah, I need to get a next vehicle. Yeah. I need to go back to school to get something because my job I need a raise. You have persons who they want more, right? I'm not talking about that kind of poor. I'm talking about you just at one place and not moving, and you want to make that move, that change that is going to better your life, and you don't want to move at it. You have to do that, right? Because I'm telling you, if persons know my journey, they will understand why. And sometimes you see some persons motivating you, and the first thing in your head, then you know have that big mansion there. Him not driving the latest car. How me know she better than me and advise me? Sometimes persons don't want that. Like me, there are certain things I don't want. Yeah. Doesn't mean that maybe I can't get it for myself, but sometimes you just don't want it. Like for instance, there are certain car I will never drive. Yeah, and I know in certain countries those cars are outdated and they're low class, while in Jamaica they look at them as a high rated car, like a BMW. I hate BMW. I will not drive a BMW. I rather a Honda over a BMW. So if you're going to buy me a car, anyone there, you want to buy it to your car, I love Honda over BMW. So and BMW is more expensive than a Honda. There is no, I don't think there is no Honda out there that can match up a BMW price. So you maybe could buy two vehicles with the latest BMW over a Honda. Live share to my community. Oh, thank you, Bojan. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, it's what you want that going to make it for you. But at the end of the best part of it is that you're at peace with yourself. You're healthy. You're not sicky because you're taking care of your body. Yes, you're taking care of yourself. And the next one is that you can go to bed and sleep and feel good. Yeah, and you wake up feeling wanted and needed. And if you don't feel wanted and needed with people around you, yeah, find charitable things to do, because there are people out there will appreciate you and see the greatness in you. You know what I used to do? And even though I didn't have it, I could count the clothes them in my closet on my finger that I like and that is new and I haven't worn yet. Where if somebody asked me out, I could wear them, like really looking nice clothes. I could count them on my 10 finger. And I was looking clothes in my community from friends that I know that have a lot of clothes and things, children in closet and not use it. I bag them out, section them up in little piece, and go around and look for people out there who need clothes, who need things, and give it to them. And I'm not rich, and I'm not doing it for a show, because if I didn't talk about it, no, most people would know. I do that. There are times when I used to cook and put it in the vehicle and go out in the road and give person. Doesn't mean that I have money, could have buy grocery for the rest of the month, but I could buy grocery for that week. That bring me peace. That make me feel like, okay, I'm on earth for a reason. So it's different. Different things give person different joy. While some people will go out and buy a jewelry set, and because they can afford it, they feel so happy and feel nice. While I feel like I would use that money that I'm gonna use and buy a jewelry set and send one homeless picnic or school or something, and I feel great inside. So nothing is wrong with the person that want the jewelry set. Nothing go wrong with them. It's not something bad they want. But I'm just saying that persons have different stages of what growth is for them. And it's the same thing with your career and the changes that you need to make your life better. You have to do what is best for you, but you got to get up and move. You got to get up and make that changes. You got to get up and say, yes, this is not where I want to be. So I am going to make that move and make sure that I do what is best for me. And later on, the persons them that didn't support you, you're frightened to know that you will be there to help them one day. And not because somebody is not supporting you, doesn't mean that they don't like you. It doesn't mean that they don't wish you well. It's because they cannot do it. They feel like you cannot do it. And sometimes we have a way as human beings to think that we are better than that person. We can do more than that person. I wonder if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yes. Sometimes we make it seems like we can do more. I know I can't tell juice that I'm drinking the name of it. All right. So we can basically do better than that person because that's how we think we are. But nobody can be better or do better than anybody. Everybody have a different liking, different ways. And even if two brethren like the same car, it two of them all right with the balancing of them accounts, Yes, and even if they don't okay with it, when it reach that okay point, Bridget might not honest to him, but him Bridget might see 1 million of him account and him okay with it. While he might have 5 million and still not okay with him because they know how much in him Bridget account. So you have to have a mind of your own. Yeah, you have to know what going to make you okay, not somebody else. But motivation is good for you. Doesn't mean that you should look at it bad. You should not look into it and see if this can help me. And one of the best way is to stay motivated in life is to choose, yeah, the best way to stay motivated in life, right? Yes, one of the best way to stay motivated. I was reading a message that comes up, guys, at my email, a notification. I just passed. Right. One of the best way to stay motivated in life is to make sure, right, you're contented with whatever you do and listen and go among people that have the drive in whatever you have the drive in. So let me tell you now, if the person never operate a business, don't have no knowledge of business, those are the person that you shouldn't look for business advice. If the person don't have no knowledge of computer, you can ask that person which computer is the best computer for you. Do you understand? The person have no knowledge of photographer. You are gonna ask the person which camera is best for you. The person never worked at a restaurant before, right? Never, and you don't have to work at a restaurant, not even cook before, and you're gonna ask them how they think that meal tastes or whatever. I want to do a cookout. I want to no. You look for person who can advise you who are in the similar position as you. You look for person who can advise you that are trained to advise you. I remember I went to a counselor when I was 18 years old. I checked myself into counseling. Yes, I do believe so much in counseling. And the counselor said, "Young lady, why are you here? You don't see that is you counseling me." Give God thanks for that. But when I told her that I was afraid to tell the counselor that I already have a business, but I was telling her, I was talking into a term where it's like I'm going to have the business. That's the term I was speaking in. Like I'm going to have a business. So it's not that I was lying or anything. I just didn't give that information up front. So I was saying that I want to have a plaza. Yes, I'm telling you my dream, guys. I want to have a plaza where it's a one-stop shop for female. They must come and get every single thing there. And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's finance, whether it's clothes, whether it's shoes, whether it's jewelry, whether it's anything like that. The woman should come, a woman should come and get a complete care service. That's what I was thinking. And even if they have babies and they don't have anywhere to leave them, they could come and leave their children. So I want a nursery. Anything we have to do with woman, they can come. That was a long time dream that I had. No, that's a big dream because that means I'm gonna need a big place for that. And I was saying to her, and she said, at your age, you just need to focus on school. You can't be able to do any business now. Just focus on school, and business is not for you. That's too much to put on your brain. At that time, I have my beauty school for 1 year. And this woman that started, and although my parents don't know, and I'm saving from it. I'm also giving my one of my parents money at that time. So how you as a counselor is gonna tell me that I can't manage that because she as a counselor has never operated a business. So I just put it to her because I wanted to know if my parents find out that I am operating a business, what would they do? So I said to her, do you know that I have a business for 1 year? I just want to let you know that. She said, you have a business for 1 year? Me say, yes, because you were advising me not to have a business. I must focus on my education and I can't manage something like that. Remember, you're a counselor. So she started to ask me how I open the business, how I go about it. She's the counselor now. And I'm telling her, and she said, then what step you take to do that until she start to ask me, then is it lucrative? What you going to do for that until it turned out into me advising her about business and so forth. And she said she wanted to do her own practice because she's working. It was a government institution that I had checked myself into to see. It was I see it advertised on RJR at the time. Not see it, hear it advertised on RJR at the time, where women who has been through traumatic experience can come in and this that day and get counseling. So I went. I wanted to know that, and what I love about that program, God rest her soul, her name was Doreen Samuels and Miss Manti. What I love about those programs was the fact that they were saying that you might not think you have trauma, you don't want to grow up with it and be a burden to your kids and your grandkids and so forth, or commit suicide later on in life or go through depression. And depression is real, guys. So I check myself in because I know that I had childhood trauma. So I check myself in to make sure me I check out my headspace from at an early stage because I have big dreams and big hopes. So I start to do that. And this is why one of the things that if you look on all my platform and all the live stream I've ever done, I always try to do some kind of motivational speech, even in my work, at school, anywhere I go. I try to do that to motivate and uplift somebody else because I know how important it is to have that support and how important you can feel when you feel empty and if you don't know if okay everything's okay up here? Are you thinking straight? Why is nobody agreeing with what you are doing or what you're saying you want to do? I know what that feels like, and you have to just get up and make that move for you. One of the things, if you make that move and you lose, you don't have to get old and say, what if? It's like you say, oh, I did that and I know that's not for me. So what's next? That was my aim all the way growing up. If I remember one time go downtown, like in the town, and we are at downtown Kingston, and I buy a dozen Ganzi and start to walk it. And I had my little business, but I didn't want it locked down. I wasn't making money the first month. So I said, I'm going to sell some Ganzi to make up the rent to give the lady. And I got downtown for 2 days trying to sell Yanzi. And I know that wasn't for me. Higlarin was not for me. Because the water swampy on the road, and you have to stop the people and then make up them face and then feel up my white Yanzi and don't buy it. So I said, this is not for me. And then I remember a lady come to buy on the Yanzi and say, why this so dirty? Me says a man touch it. You can't make everybody touch the Yanzi, so who is going to buy? But if they don't touch it, they're not going to buy. So I said, this is not for me. This is not something that I can basically, see myself doing. Yes, and I love clothes at a tender age and still let me grow up, come sell clothes. So you have to understand that it's okay to try things and you can say, yeah, this is not for you. So I've tried things that haven't worked out the way how I want it. And some of them work out monetary. But guess what? It didn't work out self-fulfillment. Like I feel good inside that. Yeah, Pia is doing that. Pia love that. That's what I'm doing. I didn't feel that way. But I made that change. I know that this wasn't for me. It wasn't for me and my friends. It doesn't matter who, what, and what who is going to think about these things. No, it wasn't for me. So guess what I do? I get up and I make the change and move to something that I know that I like. And because I like doing it, I'm comfortable with doing it. I put in the workmanship, the energy, and get this thing off the ground and know that, yes, this is it and this is what I'm going to do. So you make that change and don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. Yeah, do it. And if you fail at it, it doesn't mean you fail. It means that you learn a new lesson. Yes, and this is not for you. You need to move again. Because if God did give we a manual and said, this is what you should have done. Yeah, he didn't do that because guess what? He didn't want to limit us. Yeah. So he gave me this big world with lots of opportunity and creativeness for us to just go out there and get what we want. He didn't limit us, as he would have made all of us and said, that is for you, that is for you, that is for you. All of us was made perfect. All of us have the world to use at our fingertips. This is ours. People trying to sell with the world, but God gave it to us free. It is for you. Go out there and grab whatever is yours. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do this and you can't do that. Grab it, and if you know work, it means more things in there. Explore. It's like a puzzle book. Go out there and do and make that change. Pour again, as I said, is Passover opportunity repeatedly. Now, again, guys, I have a channel that I have over 1,000 subscribers, and that's where I do all my motivation. I give relationships, spiritual, passive income, all of those advice on it. This is my vlog channel. I'm gonna try to do my little skits, my little hobby, and so forth. But when I do go live on this channel, I will still give some motivational tips. But that channel is over there. I'm also on Patreon, and you can have one-on-one sessions with me, and yes. So there's a lot of person says to me that here you do so much things, but you keep them separate on each platform. Yes, because I think there's an audience for everything, right? And that same audience maybe wants something else too. But I wasn't into the sharing. I thought that okay, I should keep everything private. Because what I notice with people, them can manage the fact that you do one things, but I'm motivating you to do whatever you want. I can't be responsible for somebody brain where I say that that woman here do so much something. I can't responsible for your brain, okay? What you thinking that I'm doing instead of you look and say, okay, if she can do it, I must can do it too. So yes, I have 3 channels and I wasn't active on them a lot, but now I'm going rapid speed because the internet, the world is going just internet, digital, whatever. And I want to be able to use it for something that benefit other people, right? So this is my chance and I have this to use it to motivate you guys. Don't give up. You're worth every single thing that is good. You are made perfect, so you are perfect. You maybe don't make perfect decisions because you didn't get a manual to make perfect decision. You get a manual to explore, and the manual is the world. So explore the world and be beautiful, be you, be handsome, and be gracious, and be nice, and be strong because you have so much to explore. And remember, while you're at this, take care of your health so you can enjoy your wealth and you can able to live to see your legacy grow. Okay, and this is why God know that we are fragile human being. While strong, yes, strong headed, but the food, the substance, and because the world is going to come with all these things, He knows that our body cannot consume every single thing because we'll break down, and that is one of the reasons why He said, "Take care of your vessel." It is your temple. It not just mean that you must take care of it for spiritual things only, because the spirit have to live in something clean. And if you're sick and you're filthy and you can't do anything, how the spirit gonna work inside of you? Because the spirit is not a lazy spirit, and I mean Jesus. How Jesus is going to work within that body. Okay? Yeah. Just ask him to anoint you and touch you, and treat you in such a way where, okay, you're strong, and he's protecting you with his full armor, shield, and protection to carry on the next day. And for all who listen back to this live stream, comment below and let me know. And let me know if you come over to my motivational channel and subscribe. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope my video helps someone, even one, and that's okay. All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye. It's 1 hour, and I did say to myself, I'm going to stay alive for an hour so I can get some sleep. Okay. And remember, I'm going live on that channel every morning. Okay. For motivation.